Hey everybody, this is Steve 87th here, bringing you another mail call.
Hey everybody, Steve 87th here for basically a semi mail call going out to one train show. Just kind of a recap of what my January was, and I actually did some work in my room for a change. So let's all see what I did. I'll start off by saying, first of all, I got just a couple of still photos from the Puyallup Train Show, which was the Great American Train Show in the beginning of January. This is just basically an overview of some of the trains that were there, some of the people in the exhibits. It was a decent sized exhibit and all that. Our big train show is still coming up. There was actually quite a few vendors, which I was kind of happy with. And then there was a few different layouts that I thought I would showcase a little bit, but I didn't really do the whole walk around and show everything that was going on in all of the different things. There was one interesting thing that I did want to kind of highlight. There was a really nice setup where they showed how high the trees can be on some of the layouts, and this was kind of interesting. This photo really illustrates how tall the trees kind of should be in the Pacific Northwest against an HO scale train engine. So you can see how large they are in scale, which made it really kind of interesting. And then this particular year, my favorite part was the strawberry shortcake that they had. So I did wind up getting a few things at the show this year. One of them was another, who is this? Sundam building kit, and it's actually the Purina chow feed mill. So it's another one of those wooden kits that is kind of stick by stick made. But what's really kind of cool is, let me open this up a little bit more so you can see it. It's kind of a very generic Purina mill with the different feeds, a little loadout deck on the back, tower and stuff, and it gives all of the different details and information. And it's one of those other fun kits that is a bunch of piece parts and stuff, Purina sign and all, and get to put it all together. So that was kind of interesting. It was a neat little kit that pretty much can go anywhere that they have. Yeah, you know, that there's food mills or that there's horses and things like that are at a farm. So I thought I'd do that one, see how it comes out. Another thing that I was able to pick up, I hadn't seen this in a while, was a Mini Metals Sunoco gasoline truck. Yeah, it's 41 to 46, but it just kind of looks kind of cool. There is a newer one for the 70s that I want to get, which is a larger tanker. So I thought I'd look at that. I picked up some other things off of eBay, one of which is some firefighters. They're Preser firefighters in different poses. These are more of the black with yellow stripes. Even though they're not US, you can't really tell that much. It's going to be hard to see. The only thing that's different between the US and most of the outfits that these guys have is just the helmets. So, you know, I got some truck crew people or people sitting around the truck or driving the truck, some actual firefighters engaging, and then some more people in charge of the grounds and stuff like that. So these are some of the things that I got. It was a pretty decent price, and it was kind of hard finding those for a while. There's another thing that I actually picked up on eBay. Well, one more thing. That's right. I wound up getting a Herpa truck. That was just sitting there. It was like $5, so I decided to get it's a Herpa Promotex, but it's the Ford, or is it the Mack? It's one of the Mack trucks that can be utilized for a whole bunch of different things. So I thought that was kind of a fun, neat buy. Something else that I got off of eBay came in a nice big old package. Let's unwrap this. And it was a 3D printed item, which I thought it'd be kind of cool to have, so I bought me some. And this is kind of where the guessing game comes in. Alrighty, it's coming up. There we go, got it out. So this is what I got. Yep, just got a big pile of supports. That's it, and some tires. Just a big old pile of supports. So this one was from, there's a 3D model company called Tennessee Models or something like that that's on eBay. That's where I got this from. This is one of the first ones that I've ever bought from these guys. Guess what it has been yet? Yeah. Oh, that's where that piece is. Okay, so that piece came off as a chunk. I'll fix that with some super glue. So I was nice, and I did take the time to take all of those things out. And let me tell you, that took a long time. One of those electric knives might have been a lot better. But you can see from there, this is what it actually is. Okay, it is, I believe it's a white car carrier, basically, you know, for auto lifting and all that kind of stuff. It comes with the wheels. It's more of a modern one. So as a background vehicle or a vehicle on an auto where you have a bunch of auto racks, the auto racks are just distribution points to get the rest of the cars out and all. So although this is a one-piece printed, they had some really good details on this model, which kind of impressed me. I think those need to be sanded, or they could just be the little lights. I'm not too sure. The ladders are a little thick, but I mean, they did a good job of trying to make like the holes in the doors. Those lights up there on top are going to be really bad to paint. The only thing I disliked about the truck, you can see that it's got nice detail here. Even the ramps inside and all. The only thing that I disliked about it is this is going to be kind of hard to paint, so that's why it becomes a background vehicle, because you can't hit some of the details that they have on it. Even here, this has got some really nice details. One of the problems is this was a little thin, so I've got to super glue that into place. You can tell that there's some supports on the inside there. There is really no way to get to those. Unless somebody has an idea and can let me know. But otherwise, I mean, it's not bad for a background vehicle, especially when you need something to carry cars. It was a pretty good price too. It wasn't that expensive, especially as far as car goers, you know, car things go. Had some other things that I got. Let me put my camera down again and let me show you some of those things. These were all, I think, part of the train show or part of one of the train shows that I went to, and some Hobby Lobby buys. Hobby Lobby the last couple of weeks had a bunch of brushes, had their brushes 40% off. So I got a bunch of really small, you know, lower than 00 size. Most of them are size 0 and down. So this is like a 20. So these are tiny, tiny things. Size 0 again. Just got some paint brushes, a 012, a 010. So real small paint brushes for some of the finer details that we have to work on. Again, they were really cheap, which was kind of nice. There was also, not to take anything away from Bernard, because he does some really good work, but there was a guy selling printed, 3D printed stuff. These are the ABS tanks. Oops, if I can see them somewhere. I think, yeah, these are kind of the tanks, or at least bundles of stuff that can be utilized. These were $5, so these make good background stuff. Oh, these are, okay, these are piles of pallets, which you always kind of see laying around hard warehouses and stuff like that. Some gas meters, so lots of tiny little gas meters. Again, Bernard has some as well. And then some propane tanks, which there's going to be a lot of propane tanks. Gas meters in town, propane tanks out of town. So we usually have some country to go to. And that was about it. And then I did actually go and do something. I was cleaning up parts and bits in my room, and I found something that I was looking for that I hadn't seen in a while. So Mini Prints put out some special decals, and they were kind of a limited time run a while ago. And I had the perfect car for it. I just couldn't get the decals and the car together at the same time. And then while I was doing some cleanup and stuff, I found the decals. And I knew where the car was, so I decided to do the little tiny beer can car with the Mini Prince decals on it. Yeah, some of the stuff kind of, these are a little bit older, and it was kind of, I don't know if I did a rush job, but that was straight at one point in time. He even had the minis on the back, so he did this back in 2004 for the logos and all that. And I messed up the back. I wound up folding the decal on top of one another. So, and this has got the better side on this, but the mini prints didn't come out as well. So, you know, it's got two sides and all that. But I thought that that was pretty cool to use the mini beer can car for mini prints layout. So that was kind of fun. And that's kind of what my train stuff is for this month. Oops, let me get my thumb out of the way. And the remainder of the month was spent cheering on the Seattle Seahawks for their first berth to the Super Bowl in a couple of years, about a dozen years or so. I actually have season tickets, and so we were there cheering on our team for its run into the Super Bowl. And of course, by now everybody knows we won the Super Bowl, so way to go. Thanks everybody for watching. This is Steve 87 saying take care, and I'll see you later.